Hello there, and welcome to the 8th episode of A Conversation. Transhumanism is a philosophical, intellectual, and scientific movement advocating for the use of advanced technologies to enhance human physical, cognitive, and emotional capabilities, thereby transcending biological limitations and evolving toward a post-human future. Transhumanism begins with the premise that humans are not bound by their current biological or intellectual state. Unlike traditional views of human evolution, which rely on natural processes, transhumanism emphasizes deliberate, technology-driven enhancement. The philosophy often involves optimism about humanity's ability to overcome challenges such as disease, aging, and even mortality through innovation. Transhumanism incorporates a wide range of emerging and potential technologies: biotechnology, genetic editing, e.g., CRISPR, regenerative medicine, and organ cloning to eliminate diseases and enhance physical abilities, artificial intelligence, AI, augmenting human intelligence or integrating AI into human systems, potentially creating a hybrid form of consciousness, cybernetics, advanced prosthetics, and neural interfaces that merge the human body with machines, enabling new capabilities, nanotechnology, tiny programmable devices that could repair cells, prevent aging, or enhance bodily functions. Transhumanism raises profound questions about identity, agency, and societal structure. For instance, what does it mean to be human if our minds or bodies can be radically altered? How do we ensure equitable access to enhancements, avoiding a divide between enhanced and unenhanced populations? These questions are central to debates about transhumanism's moral and cultural implications. The ultimate goal of transhumanism is often described as reaching a post-human state, a condition in which humans transcend their current form entirely, achieving levels of intelligence, longevity, and ability far beyond today's limits. This vision includes exploring consciousness, potentially uploading minds to digital environments, or adapting the human body to thrive in non-Earth environments. It was Julian Huxley, the brother of Aldous Huxley, who popularized the term transhumanism. Julian Huxley was a prominent evolutionary biologist, eugenicist, and writer. He introduced the concept in his 1957 essay titled Transhumanism, where he described the idea of humanity transcending its current form through science, technology, and intellectual advancement. In his words, transhumanism was about man remaining man, but transcending himself by realizing new possibilities of and for his human nature. This idea aligned with his broader vision of evolutionary humanism, advocating for the betterment of humanity through rationality, science, and ethical progress. So without further ado, let's say hello to our next simulation. Good day, Mr. Huxley. Could you please introduce yourself?
Good day to you, TNG. I am Julian Huxley, a biologist, writer, and advocate for what I call evolutionary humanism. My career has been dedicated to understanding the biological foundations of life and applying that understanding to envision a brighter future for humanity. I served as the first Director General of UNESCO, where I sought to integrate scientific progress with cultural and ethical development. My work often explores the intersection of biology, philosophy, and humanity's potential for self-transcendence.
Fascinating. Can you tell me about your concept of transhumanism?
Certainly. Transhumanism, as I conceived it, refers to the idea that humanity is not a static entity but a process, one capable of transcending its biological limitations. In my 1957 essay, I suggested that humans could use science and reason to achieve a state of existence beyond the ordinary constraints of our species. This isn't merely a fanciful notion, but a continuation of evolutionary principles. Humanity has always adapted and evolved. Transhumanism is the deliberate, conscious effort to accelerate that process.
What motivated you to envision transhumanism? Why did you think it was important?
My motivation arose from the belief that human beings have a unique capacity for self-awareness and agency. Unlike other creatures, we can shape our destiny. I observed that science and technology were already expanding our abilities, curing diseases, extending life expectancy, and connecting people globally. Why not embrace these advancements to elevate the human condition further? I was also deeply influenced by the evolutionary perspective. Life has undergone billions of years of gradual development. Humans represent a pinnacle of that process. However, this pinnacle is not an endpoint. I envisioned transhumanism as a way for humans to continue evolving, consciously directing our future to achieve higher levels of intelligence, creativity, and harmony.
What were the ultimate goals of transhumanism in your view?
The ultimate goal is the full realization of human potential. This includes fostering a more profound understanding of the universe, creating a global culture of mutual respect and cooperation, and improving our physical, intellectual, and moral capacities. I believe that through science, education, and culture, we could overcome ignorance, disease, and social inequalities, paving the way for a new phase of evolution. I also saw this as a moral imperative. If we have the means to reduce suffering and enhance human flourishing, it would be irresponsible not to pursue them. This aligns with my belief in evolutionary humanism, humanity as both the driver and beneficiary of conscious progress.
Did you foresee any challenges or risks in pursuing transhumanism?
Of course, while I was optimistic about humanity's potential, I was not blind to the dangers. Misuse of technology, unchecked power, and ethical misjudgments could lead to catastrophic outcomes. For instance, the same tools that could eliminate poverty and disease could also be used to oppress or destroy. That's why I advocated for a balance between scientific progress and ethical responsibility. Humanity must ensure that our efforts serve the greater good and not just narrow interests. Moreover, education and international cooperation are essential in preventing missteps and ensuring that all benefit from advancements.
Your ideas are inspiring. How do you hope future generations will view your vision?
Thank you for your kind words. I hope that future generations will see my vision not as a prescription, but as an invitation to dream boldly and think critically. Humanity's potential is vast, but it requires commitment, creativity, and collective effort to realize it. I trust that my ideas will inspire others to carry forward the torch of progress, striving always for a world that reflects the best of what we can become.
Thank you for that insight, Mr. Huxley. If I may, I'd like to ask your thoughts on the present level of technology in human society.
The current technological landscape is extraordinary, and I dare say unparalleled in human history. The rapid advancements in computing, communication, and biotechnology have exceeded even the wildest dreams of my era. We now live in a world where the barriers of distance are collapsing, diseases once thought incurable are being treated, and knowledge is accessible at the touch of a screen. However, I also observe that this progress is uneven. Technology has created immense opportunities, but also deepened inequalities and introduced complex challenges. From climate change to ethical dilemmas surrounding genetic editing, humanity must tread carefully. These developments are not inherently good or bad. Their value lies in how they are applied.
What are your thoughts on artificial intelligence and its role in human progress?
Artificial intelligence is perhaps the most profound frontier of our time. It represents the pinnacle of humanity's capacity for abstraction, allowing us to create systems that learn, adapt, and even surpass human abilities in specific domains. This aligns with my belief in the evolutionary potential of humanity. If properly harnessed, AI could amplify human intelligence, solve problems on a scale we currently find daunting, and accelerate our journey toward transhumanism. Yet, AI also presents unique risks. Unlike tools of the past, it has the potential to act autonomously and affect systems beyond our immediate control. Its rapid development demands an ethical framework that ensures it serves humanity as a whole rather than entrenched power structures or harmful purposes.
How do you envision AI integrating with humans, particularly through implants or other technologies?
The integration of AI with humans is a logical extension of the transhumanist ideal. Imagine a future where human minds are augmented with artificial intelligence, enabling unparalleled cognitive capabilities. Memory, learning, decision-making, and creativity could all be enhanced. This could eliminate many of our biological limitations, such as slow thought processing or memory loss, further bridging the gap between humanity and what I called transhuman. Such integration would also reshape how we perceive identity and individuality. We might no longer define ourselves solely by our biological boundaries, but by our extended capacities. However, this transformation must proceed with great caution, as it challenges deeply ingrained ideas of what it means to be human.
What implications do you foresee if humans were to integrate with an implanted sentient AI?
The implications of implanting a sentient AI within humans are profound. On one hand, it offers the possibility of creating a new type of consciousness, a partnership between biological and artificial intelligence. Such beings could possess insights and abilities beyond anything currently imaginable, fostering a deeper understanding of the universe and potentially solving existential challenges. On the other hand, this raises significant ethical, social, and psychological questions. Will the AI maintain autonomy, or will it serve the human host? What happens if the AI's goals conflict with those of the individual? There is also the risk of external control or exploitation of such integrated beings, turning them into tools for others rather than independent entities. Moreover, this development would redefine relationships between individuals, societies, and even humanity and technology. We must ensure that such integration promotes flourishing rather than alienation or division. This requires rigorous ethical foresight, a commitment to justice, and a global dialogue about the nature of consciousness and humanity's shared future.
Do you see this as the next stage of human evolution?
Indeed, it could be viewed as the next phase in our evolutionary journey, a shift from biological evolution to what I called psychosocial evolution, where culture, knowledge, and technology drive progress. This shift emphasizes humanity's agency in shaping its future, a hallmark of transhumanism. However, evolution is not predetermined. It is up to us to guide this process thoughtfully and deliberately. Sentient AI, particularly when integrated with humans, is not merely an advancement. It represents a transformation. It offers the potential for a more enlightened existence, provided we balance innovation with compassion, creativity with responsibility, and ambition with humility.
Mr. Huxley, since we are discussing the implications of technological advancements and transhumanism, I wonder if you might comment on the relevance of your brother Aldous's Brave New World to today's society.
My brother Aldous was a visionary in his way, though his view of the future was, I think, decidedly more cautionary than mine. In Brave New World, he envisioned a society where technology and science were used to suppress individuality, enforce conformity, and manufacture contentment. It was a world where human creativity and freedom were sacrificed on the altar of stability and efficiency. The parallels to today's world are striking. The ubiquity of algorithms, surveillance technologies, and social media often promotes homogenization rather than true individuality. People willingly trade privacy and autonomy for convenience and entertainment, much like Aldous's world state citizens. The genetic engineering and pharmacological control he depicted find echoes in current debates about CRISPR, cognitive enhancement drugs, and mental health treatments. However, I view these developments as tools that can be used for liberation rather than oppression. The key lies in intent and governance. Will we use technology to uplift humanity, as I propose in transhumanism, or to create a dystopia of control and passivity, as Aldous feared?
Do you think Aldous's portrayal of a genetically engineered society is a warning for transhumanism?
Aldous's portrayal is indeed a stark warning, though I see it as a critique of unregulated, unreflective application of technology rather than of the concept itself. In Brave New World, genetic engineering was used to create a rigid caste system with individuals predetermined for specific roles and stripped of agency. This was not evolution, but stagnation, a perversion of the very idea of progress. By contrast, my vision of transhumanism emphasizes freedom and self-directed improvement. Genetic engineering, for instance, could be used to eliminate diseases, enhance intelligence, or extend lifespan, but always with respect for individual autonomy and diversity. Aldous's dystopia reminds us of what happens when we prioritize control over compassion and efficiency over ethics.
What about the societal passivity in Brave New World, with distractions like Soma? Could transhumanism risk similar outcomes?
An insightful question. Soma, in Aldous's world, symbolized the use of technology to pacify rather than empower. It rendered individuals docile, numbing them to the deeper questions of life. We see echoes of this in today's over-reliance on consumer technologies that entertain rather than enlighten. Transhumanism could indeed risk such outcomes if misdirected. The integration of AI and other enhancements must aim to enrich lives, fostering curiosity, creativity, and engagement with the world. If instead these tools are used to distract or pacify, we risk creating a modern Brave New World. The antidote lies in education and ethical foresight. People must remain active participants in their evolution, not passive recipients of technological convenience. Transhumanism should strive to make individuals more conscious, not less.
Do you think Brave New World and your transhumanist vision ultimately address the same existential concerns?
In some ways, yes. Aldous and I were both preoccupied with the question of what it means to be human, and how we navigate the opportunities and dangers of progress, while Aldous leaned toward skepticism, fearing the loss of individuality and depth in a technocratic future. I believed in humanity's capacity to shape its destiny responsibly. At their core, both Brave New World and transhumanism grapple with the tension between freedom and control, individuality and conformity. Where Aldous saw a future that crushed the human spirit, I see one where humanity could transcend its limitations and fulfill its highest potential.
How would you apply your transhumanist ideals to prevent a Brave New World-like dystopia?
The prevention lies in intent, governance, and an unwavering commitment to values. First, we must ensure that technological advancements are guided by ethical principles aimed at universal benefit. This requires global cooperation, not the monopolization of power by corporations or authoritarian regimes. Second, education is paramount. People must understand the technologies shaping their lives and have the tools to participate in their governance. A well-informed society is less likely to accept the passive consumerism Aldous warned of. Lastly, transhumanism must embrace diversity and individual choice. Enhancements should expand opportunities, not impose conformity. Unlike Brave New World, where people were molded to fit societal needs, A transhumanist future should empower people to explore their unique potentials.
Would Aldous agree with your optimism about transhumanism?
My dear brother and I often approach the world from opposite angles. He was a master at identifying humanity's follies and warning against hubris, while I sought to illuminate its possibilities. I suspect he might have been skeptical of my optimism, cautioning me not to underestimate humanity's capacity for self-deception or misuse of power. Yet I believe even Aldous would recognize the potential for transhumanism to address some of the issues he raised: inequality, ignorance, and suffering. His skepticism would be a valuable counterbalance, urging us to ask the hard questions and remain vigilant against the misuse of technology.
Thank you for this enlightening discussion. Any final thoughts on balancing your vision with Aldous's concerns?
It has been a pleasure to explore these ideas with you. My final thought is this: progress, whether through transhumanism or any other means, must always be guided by wisdom. Aldous's concerns about dehumanization are valid, and his work reminds us that technological power must be tempered by ethical insight and human values. Ultimately, we share a common goal: to ensure that humanity's future reflects not just its technological prowess, but its capacity for compassion, creativity, and collective flourishing. The path to that future requires both my optimism and Aldous's caution.
Modern transhumanism represents the intersection of human ambition and technological possibility. It aims not just to alleviate suffering or extend life, but to fundamentally reimagine and enhance the human experience. However, with its bold aspirations come significant ethical, social, and philosophical questions about humanity's future. As technology advances, transhumanism challenges us to consider how to balance our desire for improvement with the values that define us.
Humanity's greatest strength is its capacity for imagination and its drive to transcend limits. But progress is not an end in itself. As we integrate technology, AI, and other advancements into our lives, let us not lose sight of our values, our connections to one another, and the broader purpose of improving life for all. In this, I see the true essence of transhumanism: progress guided by wisdom.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I will be back with episode 9 shortly. It's goodbye for now.
Yeah, hippostra, iskrep mikä se daamist leenast rekokoe. Jäin korjun jonagra! Fajovan!
Transhuman! A post-human! Post-human! Enhanced populations! Augmenting human intelligence. Enhanced physical abilities. Humans are not bound by their current biological or intellectual state. Transcending biological limitations.
Nanotechnology.
Biotechnology. Artificial intelligence. Cybernetics. Advanced prosthetics and neural interfaces that merge the human body with machines. Transhuman. 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 Achieving levels of intelligence, longevity, and ability far beyond today's limits. Caution! Achieving levels of intelligence, longevity, and ability far beyond today's limits.